Hey guys, so in this one I'll be discussing um, remote viewing and some other remote viewing type alternative methods to increase your intuition, because remote viewing is good for increasing your your intuition. Um, Now, this one, what we're looking at here, is on cosmiccreation.com. It's the one that's currently going around. With it's Gerald O'Donnell, who has teamed up with Corey Good of late, and to remote view. Now, what can you do with remote viewing? Apart from the fact that it's very good for increasing your intuition, I think one of the main reasons why Gerald O'Donnell and Corey Good are doing it is you can remote view the ultimate optimum timeline for humanity and bring it into reality. Choose that, choose that timeline. So there's that. You can do that. Now another method, which is just as awesome, but don't forget you have to put you do have to put a lot of effort and time. Usually, depends how how many issues you've got in your way and how programmed you are, etc. Like usually young kids, children can do this remote viewing stuff like that pretty easily, but adults, it's way more challenging. Anyway, but another method I learnt a long time ago, well, I don't do it. The one I do now is a different one. I'll get to that later. But is Drunvalo Melchizedek's entering the tiny space in the heart. There's a tiny space in the heart. I'll just show you that. So there's School of Remembering. Drunvalo Melchizedek, he teaches you how to actually the path. Oh, basically, it's just going from your mind down into your heart. Imagining doing that, and there's a tiny space in the heart where everything out in the external reality is in the tiny space in the heart. So you've got everything in that tiny space in the heart. Believe it or not. So there's that. There's a School of Remembering. Now, another thing you can do to increase help your pineal gland and your intuition is Drunvalo has also taught in the past, and he got the information from the minds. There are 6 beams around your head, and basically no one has used these beams, which basically produce the halo that has been seen around a lot of so-called masters, including Jesus, but everyone can do that. And how these beams, once you get into the heart and then you set these beams up around your head, you clean them, you bring you activate them again, these beams, and there's ways to do that. And that obviously increases, as a sort of side effect, it increases your intuition, etc. So you've got Drunvalo. Now once you get into the tiny space of the heart, that's probably, I would say, the ultimate remote viewing, because it's real. And basically once you set these beams up around your head and you get the halo, you can basically create in 3D whatever you want, basically. I think that's what Drunvalo said, or yeah. But anyway, you could remote view anything there, and it's just total 3D. I'll just show you. This beams of light is on Gaia TV. Anybody who's subscribed to that's like $10 a month or something, because it's on there. I'll just show you it. There's Drunvalo teaching the beams of light there. Now, hold on. Oh, it's not it. But you can find it for free on YouTube there. See, like there, how to fully activate pineal gland antennas, Drunvalo Melchizedek. There's 6 coming out, and he tells you on this video exactly how to do it. That'll increase your intuition. But if you want to go down and to find out how to travel to the heart, sacred tiny space in the heart, Drunvalo also teaches that. The method I used, I learnt this about 5 years ago, got the DVDs, etc. But then I sort of, whatever reason, life got in the way, and I sort of didn't really get into it. But I've been back into it for about a month. Now, as with Drunvalo and pretty much everybody else is doing anything important, a lot of these, a lot of people have said that Drunvalo is a scam, and no doubt Stuart O'Brien's probably being called a scam, and but the method I use is Bronnikov method. I'll just show you here. There's Bronnikov there. Now he teaches a method. This has been around for quite a long time, and Drunvalo actually has said that this is, as far as Drunvalo is concerned, the Bronnikov method is legit. Now, what does the Bronnikov method do? And that you can actually get that ecology of the spirit, which is a video. You get that, the whole video there is for free, also on YouTube, and you can watch that. That's like just the introductory video where it teaches you old methods of working with chi, basically, to get your energy going. And basically what the Bronnikov method is, he teaches a method. It's based upon, I think it's a Tibetan, old Tibetan method. It's a ancient martial arts method. It's called, well, to do with the chi and martial arts, but it's pretty sure it's a Tibetan method. It's called, Ruby Red-Eyed Dragon method. That's where that information comes. Now, basically what the enables you to do is you set up what's called a super biocomputer. You set up a screen in your mind, in your inner vision. See, there's big red dragon system. I'll just click on that actually. So there it is. There's what it's based on there. The system Ruby Dragon Eye. 8 forces of nature. There's all. So it's a huge system, but basically what it teaches you to do is, once again, you can remote view, but it's way more than that. You can actually see without your physical eyes. Yeah, he's actually got videos of, see here, all these people learning. Now, some people say this is a scam, and pretty much a lot of times when they say something's a scam, it's because it's over the target. And there's Drunvalo saying about the Bronnikov method. So basically, Drunvalo endorses it. Is that Drunvalo's one? Oh yeah. Yeah, so it's seen in the darkness. Yeah, so Bronnikov has got videos of people driving blindfolded, and funnily enough, Drunvalo actually, basically you do anything blindfolded. you know, you don't need physical eyes. Now, funnily enough, Drumbelow also told a story of a little while ago. He was in, he was doing something, and I think it was in, where was it? Where was it? I think it was Arizona. It was with the Hopi Indians, I think. Hopi Native American Indians. I think it was. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, they went somewhere, and a guy, a shaman, a Native American Indian shaman, was driving them around, and they were looking at stuff, and while the son was talking, while the shaman was talking, his mother sort of leaned over to Drumbelow and said, "It's amazing, isn't it?" And Drumbelow said, "What's that?" And she said that her son was totally blind. So, you know, it is possible to totally, you know, see without your physical eyes. And Drumbelow sort of said, "What? You mean he's been driving us around?" Anyway, so yeah, that's the method I'm using at the moment, and I've only been using that for about a month now, and I'm already getting sort of results. You know, slight, subtle, intuitive, results. So there's some ways of increasing your intuition and learn remote viewing and other methods of contacting the reality source at the same time. So just summarizing quickly, you have where is it? Oh, I'm going to find it now. You have Stuart O'Donnell's remote viewing course. I think his course is $250, I think, which is pretty reasonable. Then you have Bronikoff's method, and you also have Drumbelow Melchizedek's method of entering the heart and activating the beams of light. So there you go, and that's on Gaia or on YouTube. Okay. Cheers, guys.